Beginning of the school year is exciting, don't you think? It's like starting with a clean slate, a chance for new friends, new goals, and better grades, a chance to make better choices, knowing we're a little older and a little wiser than last year.
Okay, and I think we're done. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bass Idiot Show. So, this should be maintenance week again. So, we hope that Sloppy Unfocus is okay in the mailroom. We know that Sand Monster has had a lot of shundai, so we're sending her a lot of love this week. John down the street is saying wing night is Wednesday and Thursday. They have cheap beer pitchers. That's right. I used to work at Annie's, so did John. John, I used to do DJing there. I started in the grease pit. Then Bernie made me go in the basement and chisel grease off the basement wall. It was like a 3-foot hole that I had to go into, and then I worked my way up to dishwashing for 2 years. It was like the worst job ever. And on Wednesday we had to cut like 8 boxes of chicken wings, like 800 chicken wings. So you just had to cut all day Tuesday, cut, and then fry, and then I would do the DJing, and then I would do the band nights, and then I would sleep there on the bar, and then wake up and clean the toilets. I used to work 20-hour, 18-hour days at Annie's. It was really fun. And then we moved to another bar called Clyde's, and we hired Michel Cousson and the Wild Unit, my musical hero, the guitarist from Uzeb. We hired his band. Incredible. Check out the band Uzeb. You will not be disappointed. That I'm sporting right now. You can see me wearing it. This came in the mail today from Chicago. Train wreck, and it's a perfect day for a train wreck. So check out @MiddleClassBatman on Twitter. Our good friend Kurt remade the Bass Guy theme. I've got the old theme. I can maybe play it at the end of the show. And I'd like to thank our friend Mills Motors. Gave a huge generous tip today to the show, which will help us buy the camera. So thank you, Mills Motors in Oshawa, Canada. Really cool guy, a friend of Sock Cops. He loves to tune into the show, but only like once every 3 minutes. Once every 3 months for 3 minutes. But he's a really good guy, and he pays it forward. That's why you see coffee here. He goes through drive-thrus, and he pays for the person behind him all the time. And periscopes it, and you have to guess how much the person behind him is going to pay. So, welcome to class, everybody. We're going to continue with our first segment you've all been waiting for. This is where you all come to find out about everything that's happening in the world. It's the Bass Guy Action World News. Okay, so these are things that happened in the world. World news is, you might have heard this today on the earlier edition of the dress rehearsal of the Bass Guy Show, is that an artist is making VHS covers for current movies. This is really, really cool. There's an artist, you can check him out online. He's taking brand new films that are out, like in the last year or 2 or 3, and he's turning them into VHS cassette tapes. And, it's a work of art to get that old feel. Which brings us right to our next segment, class. We're going to be doing a test right now. Okay, we've been working on this all week, class, okay? The first person to get this interval is Student of the Night. So welcome to the Bass Guy Night class. Okay, there's 7 notes in the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it returns to the same note but higher, called an octave. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or octave? Okay, what interval is that? This is part of the test for the music lesson. Is it a 13? No, it's not a 13. Not a 13. Local fauna, it is a 4. Local fauna, you got it. Everybody, let's congratulate Local fauna. She is Student of the Night. You just received a PhD. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Worries and troubles, baby, you know it's you I hate to lose. Well, nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Worries and troubles, baby, you're damn right, I've had my share. Every day, 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 every day I have the blues. It's okay though, I got my fretless bass guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for This Day Today. These are things that happened on August the 25th, and we're going to start with New Orleans. In 1718, New Orleans was founded by French settlers and named after the Duke of New Orleans. So that's August 25th in the year 1718. Here's some more pictures of New Orleans back then. On this day today, in the year 1944, August the 25th, Paris was liberated from Nazi occupation by the Allied forces. I moved to Poland, and I was there for 2.5 years, and on the second year, I had no idea because they've changed all the names. I realized that I lived 1 mile away from Auschwitz. I went there twice and checked it out, and it really changed my life profoundly. 1944, August the 25th, Paris was liberated. It was the end of the war. This is an album called Hawaiian Sunset. Hawaiian Sunset is the sound painted of one of the most beautiful spots on Earth, the Hawaiian Islands. Exotic tropical plants and flowers grow naturally everywhere, and much of everyday life, culture, and music is concerned with them. That actually happened once. I won't say to who. My parents and family went to go see him, and it was a huge, huge show. Tons of equipment, total like technical music. And they started, and there was no bass, and the bass player was super upset and angry and mad, and his cord was hanging out like this. You know, you spend all day, hundreds of hours, and composing and recording. You finally perform, and then the cord was sticking out. Another story I had with that was I played at Jailhouse Rock when I was a kid in Montreal, and there was 3 bands playing, and we were one of them, and I had the big PV amp up there, big huge amp. And the band before me, I let them use my amp, and they started, and there's hundreds of kids, they're all like 18 and drinking and everything. Like, they start, and the bass is not working. And I look, and I'm at the back of the bar, like way at the back of the bar, and I can see the guy's getting angry, and he's like swearing in French and everything, like it won't start, and the whole audience is waiting. And I could see from the other side of the bar, I see this. His cord is hanging out. He hasn't plugged in his wire. The light's on, but nobody's home. So I ran across the bar to tell him, and I jumped up on stage, and as I jumped up on stage, he didn't see me. He was so angry, he took his bass off, and he smashed it through my amplifier. He broke it. I came this close to, and he bought me a new amplifier, and he delivered it to my house the same weekend. So those are some interesting stories. Yeah, baby. Yeah.